Hi everyone and welcome to our channel, Son of a Gun. My name is Sean and this is my 9-year-old son, Caleb. This idea is something we have been playing with over approximately the last 12 months and it is something we wanted to make sure we were willing to fully commit to this channel. However, whilst we would love to be posting content every single day, we both do have other commitments like work and school, and that of course has to take priority. So for myself personally, I'm a huge advocate for men's mental health and for fathers' rights, and honestly, not much makes me happier than seeing good men becoming good fathers and developing a strong bond with their young fellas that I'm lucky enough to share with my son. And I truly believe this has the potential to be a solid platform to try and promote relationships between a father and their kids. I believe as a father, my most important responsibility is turning my 9-year-old boy into a knowledgeable young man. With this in mind, we would like to donate a percentage of all profits into a men's mental health charity and try to do some good like that. So while I try to always let my son know he is loved, supported, he also needs to learn how to become confident, knowledgeable, tough and resilient. Because as us older gentlemen know, it's a hard world out there sometimes, and to not try and prepare our young men for that reality is, I believe, doing them a serious disservice. In some circumstances, setting them up for failure. It's a tough business becoming a man, but it sure beats the alternative. So some of my fondest memories with my son is when I've been teaching a new skill set or how to use a tool before, or working on one of our little projects with him. I have a trade background and love being hands-on, which usually means I have about 10 random projects on the go, and once, luckily for me, my son is usually right there beside me helping, or at least trying to. Ever since he could walk, whatever I was doing, he would be my little shadow constantly under my feet, and on more than one occasion I'd find myself getting a bit frustrated at him for being in the way, or if I tried to answer the 267th question he would ask me. I would get cross at myself and try to pull myself up, because this was my son choosing to be out there with me, learning and engaged, instead of on some mindless computer game, and this is something I believe I should only ever try to encourage. From there, we've decided this would be the direction of our channel, and we'd like to try and start making a catalogue of short 3 to 15 minute videos of different skills, using tools, survivalist lessons, general repairs, etc. Some of the videos we plan on creating include things like changing a tyre, checking your oil, putting air in your tyres, hooking up a trailer, how to use a hammer, a handsaw, a silicone gun, a soldering iron and such. This sort of led us into things like how to tie a tie, how to cook a steak, how to iron a dress shirt. And then we sort of started branching into how to make simple shelter, how to make a compass, signal for help, make an animal trap and such. Because as many valuable teachable skills we should on our journey towards becoming the man we want him to become. One of our aims for these videos is to hopefully educate our aspiring young men, to teach them how to do something in a supportive and safe way, and maybe they weren't able to learn by any other means, or if they didn't have a male role model in their life. I would also love to think that a few of our videos might hopefully inspire 1 or 2 dads out there to invest some time or their knowledge into a project or a teachable moment with their young son, hopefully make some fond memories with them. While my son Caleb will be the one I am teaching or reteaching him, I know my son's capabilities and really need to iterate that while I feel comfortable for my son to perform or help me with these things, it may not be suitable or safe to do with your kids, depending on things like their age, skill sets and how much exposure your kids or have or haven't had regarding whatever it is we are learning. The things Caleb will be helping me with or demonstrating is something I feel confident in letting him do, but please always use your best judgment in what activities you let your own kids take part in. We will always try and promote safety using the correct PPE, and we'll always try to make sure that it's voiced in the video. But please, gentlemen, don't take any chances with safety precautions or the safety of you or your kids. It would really upset me and Caleb to think anyone who has been following our instructions got hurt off a Son of a Gun video. We also acknowledge that there's probably 33 other ways to do the activity that we're doing, and we don't proclaim this to be the only or correct way or even the best way to do something. We do understand that everyone may have a different or even better solution to what we're doing, and we are only showing you one of the ways to do it. We value any constructive criticism you might have for us and encourage all your comments and feedback, and sincerely hope this provokes a discussion on said lesson. I'm sure you all have a wealth of knowledge we would like to try and tap into. We also don't have some big fancy warehouse stocked full of brand new tools. We have a little garage with a few little workbenches in it, just a basic set of hand tools, and try to work with what we have. We know we claim to be perfect and probably will make a few mistakes along the way. So please, everyone, if we are, just don't be shy, come up and tell us. Anything out will be perceived in the right way. We have no egos to be stepped around, or please see this as an open forum. Caleb and I really hope you enjoy our videos, take whatever you want out of them, and hopefully we can all teach each other a few things, promote this great gig we have as being a father, and Caleb and myself will try to get as much good quality content out there on a regular basis as we can. Boys. So I thought we would start off by showing you guys what pretty much the first project we did together, which was make Caleb his own little workbench. I highly recommend doing something like this, as it provides a good, safe working environment for him to work with, at the right height, that kind of thing. We made this in less than a day, and I was lucky enough to be able to source most of these materials from the work site, except for the pegboard. As you might be able to see, Caleb has most basic hand tools. I also highly recommend these over plastic sets, which I consider to be reasonably safe to use under supervision, and usually I'm pretty comfortable for Caleb to come out and use most of these without me having to supervise. However, he does have a few power tools down the bottom here, and they're the ones he's not allowed to use without me out here with him. So there's also no need to go out and spend a fortune on any all new tools for them, as they are still, keep in mind, learning. So I just put the word out to my family and friends, and who ended up just getting us a heap of their old second discarded tools that they had. A good idea, I believe, is to try and teach them all the correct names of their tools from the start. Sometimes even now I'm guilty of still using incorrect names for tools. For example, calling an adjustable spanner a crescent, a utility knife, a Stanley knife, etc. But I think it's a good idea just to teach them from the correct names right from the start. I still remember back in my days at TAFE trying to book out the tools I needed, and the grumpy old guy in the tools department sending me to the back of the line on numerous occasions for not using the correct name for the tools. So Caleb, I thought we would quickly go through a few of the more basic hand tools we might end up using during any of these lessons, and with their correct name. If you're watching this on a different platform, please head over to the school app and search us up, Son of a Gun. Follow the link below, or follow the link below to have full access to all our content, with new videos being added weekly. We would really love all your support to try and get this vision of ours up off the ground, and really try to make something of this. With all your support, the sky's the limit, and with a solid following, there are many avenues which we could start looking into. All right, Caleb, what have we got here, mate?
We have...
Sorry, start over there. What's that red and yellow?
A utility...
Multimeter?
Multimeter.
Yep.
String line.
Correct. So it's a square, but what kind of square? Is it set or is it combination square?
Set.
Yep, your combination square's here, isn't it?
Mm.
Because that can move up and down.
Yeah, and this is a hacksaw.
Correct.
Sledgehammer.
Or gimpy, correct.
Or gimpy.
What's that one? You always forget those ones. What's that called?
This.
No.
That.
Stilsons, you know that one.
Tin snips.
Yep.
This is to go left,
Yep.
straight and right.
Good lad.
A silicon
Snot gun, yep, correct.
gun and a clamp.
Yep, what about this one? What kind of saw is it? Chip rock
saw.
Chip rock saw, good boy. Okay, well, we got your vise here.
Yep.
We've got a few other bits and pieces over here. What else? We've got a tape measure. We've got a little air compressor.
Bottle jack.
Bottle jack, correct. Sander. We've got our fixings. We've got some drill bits down there. What are our tools we got down here? So that's your normal what?
Screwdriver.
No. Drill.
Jack.
Nah, close. Hammer drill.
Drill.
That's another drill. And I always call this a Dremel, but it's not. It's called a little rotary saw, I'm pretty sure. All our little bits for it. And what's this one called?
A utility saw.
Circular saw. Yeah. As you can see, we haven't got much to work with, but we're going to do our best. You can see we've got a few little projects, Caleb's quads and that over there. These are all these other spare tools that we've got. So yeah, we look forward to making you some more videos soon. Thanks guys.